Hello again everyone, I'm Dr. Mike Shunuda from Sydney, Australia. Thank you for joining me today. We are about to dive into a topic that has the power to transform your intimate life, your love muscles, or as it's called, the pelvic floor muscles. These muscles are often overlooked, but they play a critical role in both your physical and sexual health. Today we'll explore the anatomy and function of the pelvic floor, its role in sexual response, what happens when things go wrong, and how you can strengthen and relax these muscles for a more satisfying, fulfilling, and pain-free intimate life. The pelvic floor muscle is a fascinating complex network of voluntary muscles and connective tissue. It forms the base of your pelvis, stretching from the tailbone to the pubic bone and across to your sitting bones. It's like a hammock. It supports vital organs such as the bladder, the uterus, and bowel. So, for women, the pelvic floor surrounds and interacts with urethra, vagina, and anus. It's dynamic. It moves up and down, inward and outwards, adapting to daily activities, physical exertion, and sexual functions. So take a moment to locate your pelvic floor muscles now. Imagine stopping the flow of urine midstream. Don't actually do it, just feel that subtle squeeze. Becoming familiar with this area is the first step to making positive changes. So, how does the pelvic floor muscle work during intimacy? Your pelvic floor muscles are deeply involved in the sexual response cycle, so let's break it down. First, arousal. During arousal, blood flow increases to the pelvic region, engorging the erectile tissue of the clitoris and thickening the vaginal walls. These changes enhance the sensitivity and create a more comfortable environment for intimacy. Then the plateau phase happens. So as stimulation builds, the pelvic floor muscle, especially the bulbospongiosus and the ischiocavernosus muscle, they alternate between contraction and relaxations. This increases frictions, intensifies sensations, and elevates arousal. Then, during orgasm, the pelvic floor muscle contracts rhythmically, releasing vascular tension and creating waves of pleasure. Stronger pelvic floor muscles mean stronger, more intense orgasms. But after the climax, these muscles relax, allowing the body to recover and return to its resting state. For men, the pelvic floor muscle play a vital role in achieving and maintaining erections, delaying ejaculation, and intensifying the sensation of climax. So, but what happens when things go wrong? It's like any other muscle group. The pelvic floor can experience dysfunction, which can disrupt intimacy and sexual satisfaction. When they're too tight, hypertonic, overly tense muscles can lead to pain during sex, discomfort, or reduce blood flow, making arousal and orgasm more challenging. This condition is known as dyspareunia, which can create a cycle of pain and tension. But when they are too weak, hypertonic, the pelvic floor muscle may relax, result in decreased sensations, less control, and even embarrassing issues like vaginal noises during intimacy. So emotional and psychological effects would impact, and issues can take toll on confidence and self-esteem. For many women, pain during intimacy leads to anticipatory tension, which only worsens the problem. So pain, tension, pain cycle can feel defeating. But I'm here to tell you there is hope. So let's break that cycle. Education, counseling, and targeted pelvic floor exercise can help break the cycle. When we address these issues head on, you can regain control and confidence. Harnessing the power of your love muscles can be done in multiple ways. Number one is awareness and connection. It is the first step in enhancing your pelvic floor health. It's just spending time focusing on sensation, in your pelvic area, whether during a moment of relaxation or arousal. So when you become familiar with this part of your body, it is really empowering. Pelvic floor exercises, the Kegels, and also the Gaggles in men, they are the foundation of pelvic floor strengthening. Here is how to do them. Sit, stand, or lie down comfortably, then squeeze your pelvic floor muscle as if you're trying to stop the flow of urine. Hold the squeeze for a few seconds, then relax completely. Gradually increase how long you hold and how many repetitions you do. Once you have built this awareness and strength, you can actively engage your pelvic floor during intimacy. For women, contract and relax your pelvic floor muscles during arousal and intercourse, enhance sensation and increase friction. Experiment with rhythmic contraction and intensifying orgasms, which is called the pompoir. For men, use pelvic floor muscle to improve erections, quality and delay climax. Engage these muscles during arousal and at the peak of climax to heighten the experience. Now, strengthening your pelvic floor is important, but so is relaxation. Tension can counteract the benefit of a strong pelvic floor. So practice these techniques, the breathing to release tension, mindfulness, exercises to stay present and relax during intimacy. Now it's important to ensure proper arousal and warm up during sexual activities. If you are struggling with persistent issues, consider consulting a pelvic floor physiotherapist or sexual health expert. They can definitely help and devise a personalized plan. So, despite the pivotal role of love muscles, pelvic floor muscles in sexual health, it's rarely talked about. Many people are unaware of these muscles because they have limited sensory input or are not often mentioned in mainstream discussions. So let's break the silence, normalize talking about your love muscles. These muscles are just like any other part of your body. They deserve care and attention. So, where do you go from here to start your journey? I always say healthcare providers, physiotherapists, and educators are key players in spreading awareness. And let's work together to bring this important topic to light. Your pelvic floor muscles or your love muscles are a gateway to a better sexual health, confidence, and connection. By you understanding how they work, addressing any dysfunction, and practicing strengthening and relaxation techniques, you can unlock a new level of intimacy and pleasure. I encourage you to start small, spend a few minutes a day practicing Kegels or simply becoming aware of your pelvic floor. If you need additional support, don't hesitate to seek personal guidance. This is your journey, and it's one of empowerment, discovery, and joy. Your love muscles have incredible potential. Embrace them, care for them, and let them transform your intimate life. Dive into unleash the mysteries of female orgasms today. It is available now on my website and major retailers.